Ryan Gosling in a movie not directed by Nicholas Winding Refn feels kinda weird.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Luke and the Heartthrob.
Is Romina here? Who's that guy?
He's yours.
You weren't gonna tell me?
I heard from you in over a year. Just took off.
My son and I should be around him. I wasn't around my dad. Look the way I turned out.
How are you going to take care of us?
The Place Beyond the Pines. The Place Beyond the Pines stars Ryan Gosling, Bradley Cooper, and Eva Mendes, and is directed by Derek Cianfrance. It tells the story of a stunt bike driver who wants to support his family. He's also kind of split with his wife, and so he decides to rob a bank. Now, there's a lot more to the story and a lot of twists and turns, but I can't really say much without spoiling it, so I'm going to try and avoid that. But what I can say is that the movie is very different from any film that I've seen recently. I enjoy seeing movies that are, for the most part, original and trying to do something new. The film does have a few flaws regarding the structure and flow of the story, of course, which I will definitely address later, but I still think that The Place Beyond the Pines is a pretty solid movie.
I can't think of another line of work that I'd rather be in.
You're so smart, you can do anything you want. Just don't understand why you're doing this.
I'm a cop, Chad.
Got a kid, you want to provide for that kid, you got to do that using your skill set. And your skill set, Shazam.
I think the main reason that I was on board for most of the film was because of the performances. Every actor, whether the part is small or big, does their part to perfection. Ryan Gosling is pretty much topping himself film after film after film. Every film I've seen him in, he's been great, and I haven't seen a film of his that I haven't enjoyed. But this performance is just so moving. You know, you can see him at his lowest when he's struggling with family. You can see him at his angriest when he's robbing a bank. He's phenomenal in this film, and this is probably his best performance to date. Bradley Cooper also does kind of a great job in the movie. He's a rookie cop, and he kind of gets thrown into the spotlight, and his relation with Ryan Gosling's character is very interesting. I'm glad to see Bradley Cooper pulling off great performances as well. You also have Eva Mendes, Ray Liotta, and a whole bunch of actors that do a great job, but I have to say that the ones who surprised me the most in a positive way, of course, are Dane DeHaan and Ben Mendelsohn. It's safe to say that from an acting standpoint, The Place Beyond the Pines is a true achievement.
Alright! Everybody who wants to live, put your hands in the air!
105 in pursuit, suspect.
104, I got a visual on a motorcycle.
Even from a technical standpoint, the film does do pretty well. I must commend the musical score, which was great and really set the tone for certain parts of the movie. Direction and cinematography are fine. I wouldn't say that they add a whole lot to the quality of the movie, but never are they distracting, so I guess they flowed smoothly. I think that the reason I stuck with the movie, aside from acting, was the editing. The film's editing was perfect, really, in what I feel is a generally slow-moving story. To keep the pace and intensity consistent in the movie is what the film manages to do really well, especially during some chase scenes which are brilliantly directed.
Tell him it's for me. I'm still his father. I can give him stuff.
Hey, I'm Officer DeLuca. We're here to search your house.
What for?
We're looking for the money that Luke Glanton may or may not have given to you.
14 grand.
The lion's share is going to our hero.
This is your problem. This is our problem, and I'm bringing it to your attention because that's what I should do.
Now, as I mentioned earlier, it is time to address some of the movie's flaws. Again, I will try my best to do so without spoiling anything. My main issue is that the film never delves into a particular thing or character and sticks with it, you know, because the movie is a sequence of events experienced by certain characters. There's no thorough plot, and it's more so just a flow of events, but that doesn't mean that a film has to, by all means, have a defined plot or a defined protagonist. There are just some characters that are introduced that one starts to relate to emotionally and understand, who then go missing for large chunks of the movie, and there are a few characters immediately thrown at you after that. In that sense, the emotional grasp that the film has you with, especially for the first half, kinda gets lost through the remainder of the film, especially towards the last act. Also, the film felt like it was wavering off point way too often. It never really wanted to stick to one particular kind of story, you know. There's a lot of subplots. First it's about family, then it's about the biker, then it's about robbery. It keeps changing consistently, and I get it, it's a flow of events, but at the end of the day, I didn't feel that flow as smoothly as I might have hoped. My point is that because a lot of changes and a lot is thrown at you, instead of loving the characters and story points, you end up feeling that you didn't get enough of some of them.
I want to do 2 in one day.
I'm not gonna let you bring us both down.
There's a way out of this. You're not gonna like it.
You know something, Luke? If you ride like lightning, you're gonna crash like thunder.
All in all, though, The Place Beyond the Pines is certainly a good movie despite its apparent flaws. I was very interested all the way through. On a scale from a triple no to a triple yes, I'm going to give the film a double yes. It's a good movie, no doubt. Definitely worth checking out, but not my favorite Gosling film this year. That would definitely be Only God Forgives, which you should also watch. Thank you so much for watching, and now, here's Ryan Gosling.
Everybody wants to live.
Subscribe!